Good morning. How you doing today? Goodness, here we are, 24 hours out, actually 23 hours out from the Craft Mastery Summit going live. And, well, as any, I don't know, sane human might do, doing a little pre-check and trying to go through and see where maybe some of my kinks are, some of the hang-ups, some of the struggles, looking to make sure that I can kind of work out any of those issues ahead of time. I'm sure you've done it in the kitchen. I know for me, working through a process, working through those little catch points always brings to light some of the struggles, right? Testing menu items, testing new menu items, testing recipes, or writing a recipe and then having somebody test it before you call it concrete and done, and then you hand it to somebody who doesn't know how to use a recipe. And then relying on that recipe that was, maybe challenging, usually leads to disappointment. So in the same vein of that, I'm just trying to work through all of my little challenges, all of my little complications, making sure that my Wi-Fi connects, making sure that my computer's connecting the right way, making sure that all of the behind-the-scenes stuff is working. That way, when it comes time to execute, I'm ready to execute. So today, Saturday, January 29th, I'm here to do a little itty bitty pre-training. Last night I went live for a little while and I was talking about what to expect, hoping for some response in questions that we can answer. I can discuss with the speakers. I can pass that information along. And if you haven't had a chance already and you're watching this live, do me a favor, click the link and take the survey. The link will come up in the chat shortly. Take the survey and let me know if you're coming, what you want to hear, what you want to learn, who you're looking forward to seeing. And that way I can better, provide information that's actually going to be really relevant to you. That's the goal here. I value your time. I value my time. I want to make sure that you're walking away from this and taking the best of the information that's available for you. Now, today's pre-training, I want to, I guess, just touch on the idea of overwhelm, right? Like you can look at tomorrow, Sunday, the actual training in and of itself and see that, wow, it's 12 hours of content. It's actually probably going to be close to 13. I'm going to try and start a little bit early because if you're not early, you're late. And then I might go a hair over. But my scheduled times are scheduled times. That's my objective. And tech challenges aside, we'll execute to that plan. Maybe a little blip here and there, but I have every bit of excitement that this is going to go off without any significant hitches and that everything's going to come together the way that it needs to. Now, we were talking about overwhelm a little bit, and in order to not get stuck in the fact that there's 12 different speakers and you may not have 12 hours to spend with me, I'm going to encourage you to come and go as you need. If you can stop in or if you can play this in the background or whatever that is, leave, come back. I get it. I understand. You've got stuff to do. And that's why I've provided the All Access Pass, the recordings, for that exact purpose, right? Like if you want to come and you watch a presentation and you're not really sure of, if this is something that you want to invest in, I get it. You can watch for free and you can kind of make that decision. And then if you want to have the material, the content, and you want to, go deeper on that stuff, then you're more than welcome to do so. But take a few minutes and look at the schedule, look at the speakers, and try and figure out maybe what some of those internal questions you have are. What are some of the things that you'd like to take away from the day? I put some bullet points out there for the majority of the speakers as to what they're going to be presenting. And what I would say is instead of trying to take all of it and incorporate all of it, I just kind of want to remind you that, one good idea fully implemented can change the course of most anything. It can totally set you off in a great direction. It can help you see something that you've never seen before. It can totally help you evolve. It can completely upgrade the way that you do something. one simple idea implemented. And the whole goal with the entire Craft Mastery Summit is to give you a slew of phenomenal strategies, ideas, some assignments that if you want to do them, you can do them. And if you do those assignments, you're going to be able to integrate some of those new philosophies and practices. So don't get stuck on the idea that there's this whole day full of information. Enjoy that, bask in it, realize that there is a ton of great ideas that are coming your way. And by no means am I expecting that you implement every single one, right? Pick one or two. And I would tell you that you should do that ahead of time. And then I would say at the end of the day, let's make sure that if you're still with me, you can go back and you can take a look and see the things that you're really going to act on. And I'm going to offer myself up for some opportunities to follow up. Shoot me an email, shoot me a message in the chat, and let me know if there's, some steps to implementation that weren't clear. If you hear from Olivier and you hear him talk about, which you very likely will hear him bring up the talk about a vocabulary and naming of items, and you're interested in maybe taking some steps to get better at that or to share that information, then if we don't do a good job of explaining how you can start implementing that, then please reach out, comment. That's why we're here. That's why this is live, and by all means, take advantage of the fact that we're here sharing as much information as humanly possible. So don't be intimidated by that. And my goal, and what I hope you realize, and hope you're completely comfortable with, is learn something new. Right? Everything that you've done to this point is a result of who you are and the things that you do every day. And whatever is next, whatever evolution is going to come about after this, it's going to be the result of the new things that you implement and the new things that you do. So my goal is to make sure that you have plenty of new ideas and strategies with actionable steps that you'll be able to use to integrate these things into the things that you do in your kitchen. Now, I know everybody's short-staffed right now. People have struggles, and it's hard to get staff. It's hard to get buy-in. There's challenges all around us. Think about the reality that you're probably going to get the same result if you're not trying new things, right? So I want to make sure that I'm introducing you to some new ideas or some different ideas, maybe some things that you haven't tried. If what you're doing is causing you challenges and struggles, then maybe there's a new solution that you haven't considered. I'm not telling you that there's anything wrong with what you're doing, but if there's an opportunity to create a tweak, then why not? Why not create that tweak? Yesterday I had a question about, managing other executive chefs, as being a chef of chefs. And, there are definitely inherent challenges in that, but one of the things that I find makes a big difference for me is, being a leader to them philosophically, being somebody that they can come to when they have challenges, trusting me, and at the same time knowing that I can offer them an idea or a skill or an upgrade to something that they're already doing. So if I'm managing other chefs, then my first goal is usually to establish that I'm somebody that is worth talking to, somebody who has valuable information, and I'm not going to steer them down the wrong path. And look, there's always going to be people who think that I'm a waste of time. There's going to be people who think that I have, no information to truly offer them. And what I would say is I've come across many an opportunity in my career to learn, be it in things that I want to do or be it in things that I don't want to do. I've seen them both. I've been in both environments. I've been in ideal environments, and I've been in perfectly awful environments as well. Both of them present learning opportunities. And so for me, if I can take one idea of something that I want to do or one clear idea of something that I absolutely don't want to do, then to me it's been a valuable experience. That was a big part of my journey as I was getting ready for the MasterChef exam. I tried to do everything humanly possible to learn from anybody who'd been to the test, who'd been successful or failed, anybody who prepared for the test. I spent whatever I could to make sure that I was taking that information and I had to go through a process of figuring out whether it was useful or not, but there's a lesson in everything. So enjoy the fact that you've got a great deal of very successful chefs coming in, sharing some fantastic ideas, and try and implement those into who you are, what you're doing. Bring your questions and be open. Be open to some new ideas and establish yourself as the leader that you are by being here, by virtue of listening and taking some of this, at least showing up and taking some time to take some things away from this process. You're going to find a new higher level of success. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Please, by all means, reach out, ask questions, let me know. I'll shoot that link, like I said, into the chat so that you can take that pre-event survey, give me some answers, give me some questions. And I look forward to sharing some ideas and sharing some really cool conversations with you. And have an awesome, awesome Saturday. And talk to you soon.